downtown Atlanta. We are not heading to The Walking Dead. No, indeed. This is not The Walking Dead. We are in downtown Atlanta to visit the World of Coca-Cola. This is a very large bottle cap. Alright, we're going into the World of Coca-Cola. We got time to kill because we paid for a VIP tour. Look at this. I think they're gonna give us some Coke while we're waiting. We got a free Coke. I've had my free Coke. I'm waiting for my tour to start, but look at these guys. That's what I'm talking about. We're going in. Wow. So much to see here. Oh. I like that guy.
Morning. Context for what you're going to be seeing and experiencing here at the World of Coca-Cola. You're in the Coca-Cola Loft right now. This room is dedicated to 132 years of Coca-Cola history. There are actually over 200 original Coca-Cola artifacts in this room that you can look at and photograph while you're in here. We're only going to be in here for 8 minutes. Then we're going to head into the next room where we've got a little surprise for you guys. And then we'll get you started with your self-guided tours today. It's time to get started. How's everybody doing today? Good. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Are any of you guys first-time guests at the World of Coca-Cola? First-time guests? Oh, that's so fantastic. We just celebrated our 132nd anniversary, and we couldn't have done that without you guys. So give yourselves a big round of applause. I'm so thankful that you guys are keeping us in business for 132 years. Here's to 132 more, right? So I have a little presentation prepared for you guys. It's only 8 minutes long. I just want to talk about some Coca-Cola history, some of these cool artifacts, and I'm going to talk about some of the exhibits that we have here today. So I'm just going to dive right in. I'll make it quick and then we'll get you guys going. Coca-Cola was invented in 1886 by John S. Pemberton. He was a pharmacist and a chemist. He sold the Coca-Cola formula to Jacob's Pharmacy on May 8th of 1886, okay, and that's the date that we celebrate our anniversary every year. If you wanted to get your hands on a Coca-Cola back then, you actually couldn't buy it in a bottle or a can. You actually had to go to your local pharmacy or drugstore and ask the pharmacist to make you a Coca-Cola. Crazy, right? The pharmacist would use this device here. Let's make sure we can all see it. It's called a ceramic syrup dispenser. It's a sort of vase-looking thing. The pharmacist would place a glass at the bottom that contained 5 ounces of carbonated water. They'd turn the metal spigot to dispense 1 ounce of Coca-Cola syrup into the glass. They'd mix it together for you by hand and you have your stand of Coca-Cola. And that's the beauty of the Coca-Cola product. We have not changed the Coca-Cola formula in 132 years, except for that one time. We still use the same ratio of 1 ounce of syrup to 5 ounces of carbonated water, meaning anybody that's drinking out of a red can, you have a red can, you have a red can, you and you also have a red can. That's fantastic. You guys are actually tasting the very same flavor that your great-grandparents tasted in 1886. Very, very cool stuff. That can't be said for a lot of soft drinks, but in our case, we haven't changed the formula in 132 years. Again, except for that one time. Now, I'd like for you guys to direct your attention to the top of either of these display cases. I want you to look at these beautiful cardboard cutouts. These are called festoons. Everybody say festoon. That's right. These were used in the 1920s to decorate the windows of drugstores and pharmacies. These were a primary indicator back then that your local drugstore or pharmacy actually sold Coca-Cola. If you didn't see one of these in the window, they probably didn't yet have the syrup to make you the beverage. Okay, I'm gonna go into turbo mode. I'm gonna show you guys 3 more artifacts real quick before we get started. Okay, we have a Coca-Cola 6-pack right here. Coca-Cola invented the six-pack in the 1950s. We were the first company to offer you a bargain or a deal for purchasing our product in bulk. We have a golden Coca-Cola can right over here from the 2008 Beijing Olympics. We have proudly sponsored the Olympics since 1928, and arguably the most important artifact in this room is right over here. It's these groovy Coca-Cola beach pants from 1972 with the hip huggers and the bell bottoms. Those were originally priced at $2.98 with proof of purchase of a Coca-Cola. You could actually get those bad boys in the mail. We sold tens of thousands of those in the 1970s. People love them so much, in fact, that we've actually started selling them again. You can walk out of a retail store today wearing those pants. They work very well as men's and women's pajama bottoms. Yeah, you guys are going to get to sample over 100 different varieties of Coca-Cola products from around the world. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. Let's see a show of hands. Who's brave enough to try every single product in the tasting? Not you. Awesome. All right.
I think we're gonna watch a 4D movie now. Ooh, it wasn't a 4D movie, but it was a movie about moments. Fantastic. Heading into our next area. This is cool. We're gonna meet the polar bear like at Disney Springs. There's 3 exhibits down here. Milestones. We're going in Bottle Works.
Yes, this is our bottle process. This is Bottle Works, guys. This is the smallest and slowest bottle in the world, so we do bottle here. There's a difference. The bottle here is not with distribution at all.
Start with cleaning, water treatment. They would take out the vitamins and minerals and put it back in. And they have filler. This is the syrup tank.
This is what we do.
They did talk through the fact that the United States uses corn syrup as opposed to other sweeteners in the other countries. I'm showing the bottling process here. The bottling is not working today. This is the machine.
We were giving out 4 years, the bottles go upstairs, and this is called filler. You know, carbonation.
This is so cool. I feel the Liverted shirt they're coming on. Microsoft error.
She has her lifetime membership with the company that she can come to work with Coca-Cola anytime and drink a lot of Coca-Cola. She gets every
This is quality assurance.
They have to run this bottle. Not every bottle. So we have problems with our bottle down in
They make 2,200 cans a minute. There's all the testing things. They do business with every country except for North Korea and Cuba. Like a Swiss cheese sandwich. It's a formula book from the 1860s. A percolator. She's saying cocaine was never an added ingredient. Look at this guy. This is what it used to look like in the pharmacy with the soda jerk. This is John Pemberton, the pharmacist that founded Coca-Cola, invented the recipe, sold it for $2,300, and died shortly thereafter and never saw the success that was to come. This old Coca-Cola branding. So the reason why it says trademark in Coca is because they only trademarked the Coca part of the Coca-Cola, and that's why there's other Colas. This is Asa Candler, who bought the formula from Pemberton and turned Coca-Cola from a drink into a global brand. Coca-Cola chewing gum? This old delivery truck. Coke started, the bottles were all different for each of the states. So other people could just pirate it, basically, and make their own cola and say it was Coca-Cola. They needed to do something about it. And in 1913, they came up with a distinctive bottle that we know today. The bottle was originally designed around a cocoa pod. Classic Coca-Cola vending machines and 6-packs.
I can get your attention to this spot right here.
This is from the Space Shuttle, 1985. Coca-Cola was the first soft drink in space. I love these nesting dolls. I've got torches from the Olympics. This is the torch from Atlanta Olympics. Neon Dion, yo. All types of endorsements and ads. Sure. Here, kid.
Hey, kid.
Thanks, Mean Joe.
Tony Stewart. World Series rings. All drinks. Look at that high C can. That's like my favorite of all time, high C orange. We're gonna go in the vault next. Look at that door. We're going in. I'll watch you while you're in here. Wait a second. Is the formula among these bottles?
Things have changed, and this is right here. You just have to
Test your own mix. Tart, sweet, spicy, mild, sharp, silky. Crisp. Tea, smooth. So after Pemberton sold the formula to Candler sold it for $25 million to a group of investors. Can science unlock the secret? We're going to go in the vault of the vault.
This is for the group. My apologies.
This is the vault. If you slip on the line, the alarm goes off. The alarm keeps going off.
You already want to
Not that time. Oh, and the door closes. Top secret. And this room is just a sitting room with commercials from all over the world. Like going to pop culture.
This is Sprite Boy.
This is Sprite Boy. No relation to Sprite soft drink. He's like Kong in the Universal Studios ride. He only has a head and hands. The Beatles enjoying your Coca-Cola. And the Rolling Stones. And over here you can design your own Coke bottle and email the art to yourself. Hello, Tin Man. The best, Max Headroom.
So new Coke is catching on. The taste is better and newer than.
Coca-Cola, Santa Claus, Sprite Boy invading, just the head and hands. This is all just stuff that came from like private collectors, collectibles. They have a photo op with the couch from American Idol. You can make your own Coke story, send it to them. They have a featured story every day. Here are some others. What does Coke mean to you? Next up, we're going to see a 4D movie called The Search for the Secret Formula. His name is Jerry Butts. I know where the secret formula is already. It's downstairs. We just posed outside the vault. Well, the movie's a little cringeworthy. We're going to wash our sorrows away now with some samples. We have a cup. We will travel. Cokes from all over the world. Very similar to Club Cool. We have Bibo. Some Bibo. The floor is super sticky in here, just like Club Cool at Epcot.
Both closed for cleaning once again.
Beverly got some mezzo mix. In Latin America, they've got Diwali Punch. I gotta try some Diwali Punch. Diwali. It's alright. They have Coca-Cola bottles like going on the assembly line throughout the room. And they've closed off this section here so that they can get the floors all clean. I gotta get over to North America because they have Tab. I'm gonna try some Honest Tea. This one is with Lemon Grove Maple Black Tea. Sorry, not very smooth at all. I guess I have Coca-Cola Freestyle machines here that you can try any drink out on the Freestyle. Also, just regular Coke. Look at that. I have the Freestyle machine here. Try some Fanta Zero Eerie mixes. Let's see what Eerie mixes they have. Orange Vampire, Strawberry Werewolf, and Grape Witch mix. Let's try that.
Please go to another area. Once again, Latin America and Asia total are now closed.
It tastes like bubblegum. I'm gonna try some Tab. Here's Tab. It's a lot sweeter than I remember it being from the 80s. I'm gonna wash that Tab down with some regular Coke. Fresh from the source. It's good. Alright, I don't think I can drink anymore, so we're gonna exit through the gift store. This is cool, 15 bucks. And just like the Coca-Cola store at Disney Springs, they literally have everything. Glassware, shirts, clothes, whatever you're looking for. So I think I'm gonna skip over details of everything that they have. Although this is kind of fun. The flaps. They do have all kinds of Santa items here. I escaped without buying anything, but that's gonna do it for me for today from the World of Coke. That was really worth the trip. I really enjoyed it. I did the VIP tour, which was a little bit more than the standard tour, and you should try to book in advance because it does get quite busy in there. But here's downtown Atlanta behind me. I'm going to sign off for now, so thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. See you guys.